You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson, Avia Hannon, and meteorologist Maggie Warren. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Hey, good morning. It's 6:44 on this Friday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Avia Hannon.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And how about that weather? It is staying pretty warm out there.
Yeah, it's looking really nice. Maybe some great weather to head out to get those dogs for a walk. A good chance of some drier than normal conditions the next several days as well, as we've only seen about 88% of that normal rainfall here in Sioux City, 52% up there in Lamar, but still running on a surplus for most of the area for the year as we do continue to see some drier conditions. If you are heading out to a park, you might want to take the allergy medicine first. We continue to see those allergy counts rather high, mainly with the weed and grass pollens as we have seen those drier conditions. Those grasses have kind of dried out some more. Those weeds have dried out some more. So definitely might be feeling the watery eyes, the sniffling, the coughing, the sneezing. But definitely keep an eye on that. And I'll have another check your forecast coming up. Nick and Avia.
Well, if you love going for long walks in the great outdoors, then a first ever event coming up in Sioux City might be just the thing for you. It's a month-long hike-a-thon celebrating 30 years of the Dorothy Pico Nature Center. The event will run from the 1st of October through the 1st of November. People can hike, walk, or run, and Nature Center staff say the goal is to get people outdoors to enjoy the fall weather.
We're encouraging people to hike 30 miles to honor our 30th anniversary, and anybody can participate. It doesn't have to be just here in Sioux City, and you can hike, walk, run anywhere, whether it be on our trails in Stone Park, or if you want to take a walk in your neighborhood too, that's fine as well.
To participate, you can register online. We have a link in this story on our website. Go to SiouxlandProud.com.
And Morningside University's aviation program has received approval from the Federal Aviation Administration for their restricted airline transport pilot certification pathway. Under the program, graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Professional Flight may apply for their airline transport pilot certificate with just 1,000 flight hours instead of the normal 1,500 hours. University officials say this will help save time and resources. They add students are getting quite a few benefits from getting to learn at the Sioux Gateway Airport.
With an FAA towered airport that doesn't have a huge amount of congestion, so they work really well with our students, and our students get very, very comfortable doing radio work and having the opportunity to fly in four-season weather and a little bit bigger airport than what some of the other flight programs might have. So tremendous experiences.
Back in May, Morningside received a full FAA Part 141 pilot school certification.
Well, elsewhere, the 39th annual Siouxland Chamber Dinner kicked off with talks of technology and artificial intelligence. Retired four-star General Paul Nakasone took the stage as this year's keynote speaker. Now, he spoke on a variety of topics, including the importance of cybersecurity and pros and cons of AI. He says technology is becoming more crucial and will help shape the future of the United States.
You know, the world in which I grew up during the Cold War and the world in which I experienced after the attacks of 9/11 really is a world of strategic competition. So I'm going to touch on that tonight, really the strategic competition between the United States and China. Secondly, I'm going to talk about technology. I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. This is our great opportunity for the future, but it also provides a certain number of challenges.
General Nakasone served as commander of the U.S. Cyber Command and the director of the NSA from 2018 until his retirement in 2024. And meanwhile, if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU-9 would love to help you celebrate.
That's right. Each week we're celebrating the 9s right here on Good Day Siouxland. If you or loved ones turn 9, 99, or any 9 in between, we want to hear about it. Every Thursday morning we share our list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors.
So if you would like to be featured, just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day.
Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Brooks, a 9 to 12-month-old male, short-haired, gray tabby and white cat. He was found on the 2600 block of South Reston Street, and the rescue says he's an energetic and playful little guy that loves people but isn't a fan of other cats. Brooks is available for adoption now.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you would like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Well, Brooks looks like a tiny but pretty friendly cat in that photo.
Absolutely. He looks like he's enjoying staying inside, so he probably isn't going to enjoy the nice hot weather and will just want to stay in the air conditioning.
Yeah, he might enjoy some cooler weather to cuddle with his humans when he gets some new humans there. We do see some pretty quiet conditions on our Ho-Dunk Center camera. Really beautiful sunrise ongoing out there. Finally seeing that sunrise just at about 6:50, and that's a much later sunrise than we've seen in past few weeks. We continue to see temperatures that are sitting in those low and mid 50s, a handful upper 40s, 47 there in Wayne, 49 in Spencer, 61 though in Mapleton. So a little bit of a temperature spread out there this morning. Dew points sitting in those upper 40s and low to mid 50s for us. So some dry and comfortable air in place, winds flowing in from the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, generally less than 10 though. So some lighter winds out there as we continue to see a frontal boundary sliding just to our north, really almost at the Minnesota-Iowa border. We continue to see clear conditions on our storm cast, going to continue to see those through our day to day into the afternoon. There's the evening. As that football action gets underway, we continue to see some clear conditions continuing for our Saturday morning and into our Sunday. Cold front sweeps through Sunday or Saturday afternoon. That brings some slightly cooler temperatures as high pressure works back in. We continue to see clear conditions and sunny conditions through our weekend. For today, 85 degrees, mostly sunny and pleasant. Those winds on the breezier side, though, between about 5 and 15 miles an hour at times. We see calmer conditions tonight, 57 degrees, mostly clear and cool. Might be some chilly times out there at some of those area football games once we get past sunset. Temperatures briefly cooler into the upper 70s for Saturday, more sunshine for Sunday, and into the end of this month and the start of October there on Wednesday, 83 degrees. Falling back into the upper 70s Friday and into Saturday as we get some more shower chances, possibly arriving Friday night and into Saturday, but very spotty at best at this point. But we do see some cooler temperatures. Not quite football weather just yet, though, Nick.
Now we turn to sports, where we got a mix of high school soccer, volleyball, and college football to round out the work week. Anthony Mitchell has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. The defending state champ Vermilion Tanagers boys soccer squad made the trip to North Sioux City last night with its sights set on another victory as they take on Dakota Valley. Vermilion took down the Panthers 6-1 earlier in the year at home. DV still chipping away at a chance for its first win. Tanagers up 2-1 midway through the first. Great save here by Garrett Hansen, battling the Tanagers and the bright sun in that south end zone. Tanagers turning up the intensity just minutes before half. Ian Jobs, surrounded by a plethora of Panthers, finds some room, squeaks his shot just past the keeper inside the post. Great job. Vermilion wins 8-1. Dakota Valley Volleyball also at home hosting Sioux Falls Christian. Two of the last 3 meetings have gone to 5 sets in favor of DV. Sioux Falls Christian scoring plenty early, out to a 4-1 lead. Panthers coming up with an absolute hammer here. Claire Munch, the UNI product, a big one there. Chargers coming up big on the ensuing point. Taven Schmeller soaring on the kill. It's 5-2 visitors. Nice serve from the Chargers. DV loading up, going to Munch again. This kill blocked. Meredith Nelson there on the stuff. Chargers win set 1 25-16. SFC sweeps Dakota Valley, handing the Panthers their first loss of the season in straight sets. The bye week has come and gone for an Iowa State football squad that's out to a 4-0 start for the second consecutive year, doing so for the first time in program history. Just 15 other teams in the nation currently sit at 4-0 as the Cyclones look to keep it rolling. Not only can ISU move to 5-0 for just the 6th time in program history, Cyclones quarterback Rocco Becht has his sights set on extending his school record streak of 22 consecutive games with a passing touchdown. Arizona presents a stellar quarterback in Noah Fafita, who has totaled 9 touchdowns and 749 yards of total offense in just 3 games. Saturday's matchup of strong QB play seems to add excitement for the Cyclones ahead of its whiteout game under the lights.
Yeah, these are the games you dream of playing in, and yeah, obviously there's a little extra oomph when you run out under those lights and you're in the whiteout and in Jack Trice with all your home fans. So yeah, there's a lot to play for here at Iowa State, and we're excited.
I feel like we've gotten a lot of athletic quarterbacks so far this year, and I think you guys have seen it as well as I have. It stresses the defense in every way, shape, and form. You know, I think what you've seen from this young man is just a great confidence. Now year 2 in this system, year 3 is the starter. Boy, is he confident. He's confident where he's going with the football. He's got elite arm strength. He's got the ability to make all the throws, which is uber impressive.
A win for Iowa State would improve the Cyclones' record to 25-8 in its last 33 conference games, as well as ISU's first ever home win against Arizona. Iowa State's lone series win against the Wildcats came way back in 1958 in a 14-0 road win. Kickoff at Jack Trice Stadium, slated for 6 p.m. on Saturday. That's your look at sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Well, let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
It's what you need to know before you go. After more than 100 dogs were rescued from a Plymouth County property this week, officials are asking Siouxlanders to keep an eye out for similar situations. In Iowa, animal hoarding is prosecuted under the state's animal neglect laws. Residents can be charged with a simple, serious, or aggravated misdemeanor, and sometimes even a Class D felony. Officials with the Siouxland Humane Society urge anyone who suspects somebody is hoarding pets to act quickly.
If you ever are thinking that it might be somebody that is possibly either a hoarder or something like that, you always want to contact your law enforcement agency right away. Contact your shelters immediately.
Penalties for animal hoarding can include fines and even jail time.
And the Sioux City Garden Club invites the public to join them as they begin to celebrate a major milestone. The club is coming up on 100 years of service to the community next year. To kick off their centennial celebrations, they're donating a bur oak tree to Sioux City's Chris Larson Park. Today at 10 a.m., that tree will be planted. The community is welcome to attend the ceremonial planting, and parking is available at the Floyd Shelter within the park.
And speaking of parks, almost every Siouxland community has a park to call its own, but residents in one area town that doesn't are working to change that. Oyens, Iowa has a population of less than 100 people. Folks have been raising money for a park project. The goal was $30,000. The park will include playground equipment and a gazebo. Coming up tonight on KCAU-9, we'll hear from an organizer what it means to have a park in their community. So be sure to tune in for that.
And coming up tomorrow is an annual event dedicated to finding a cure for Alzheimer's. The 2025 Walk to End Alzheimer's takes place in various locations nationwide. Here at Siouxland, the local walk will be tomorrow at Morningside University. Registration will start at 9 a.m. with the walk beginning at 10. There is no fee to register, although participants are encouraged to fundraise. You can register on your own or with a team, and this year's goal is to raise $60,000.
Meanwhile, if you need to get some fall cleaning done, an event coming up tomorrow could help you out with that. Sioux City's Fall Re-Event will take place at the Citizens Convenience Center at 5800 28th Street from 9 a.m. to noon. Residents can recycle items like electronics, appliances, batteries, tires, mattresses, and more, some for a small fee. Important to note, styrofoam will not be accepted. And this heat will not be accepted either, but I guess we have to deal with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. But we are going to be warm. Temperatures in the mid-80s for our day today. Mostly sunny. It will be pleasant, though. Not going to see much humidity out there, as we do continue to see dew points in the 40s and 50s. So going to be pretty comfortable despite the temperatures in the mid-80s. 57 for tonight, mostly clear and cool. Those south-southeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And that sun setting at 7:15, so might start to get a little chilly at those high school football games after sunsets tonight. Might want to take the jacket just just in case. Temperatures into the upper 70s for our Saturday. Briefly cooler behind a cold front, and then right back into those low and mid 80s. Gosh, I hope we don't have those upper 80s. 83 for Monday, 83 for Tuesday, 86 for Monday rather, 83 for Wednesday, and those low 80s continuing through most of the week next week, starting October off very warm as well. Then we see some spotty shower chances at the end of the 9 on 9, and temperatures starting to take a little bit of a downturn.
Yeah, just quite a bit of a heat wave before we see that cool down.
Absolutely. We should let it last, though, before it gets cold, because it's going to be here soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.